pop locking on the dance floor.
Booyah, what's pop locking, y'all? Big Cool Boy, Robotic Puppets, West Coast Pop Lockers, down here at Cool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy. And this is my YouTube channel where I allow pop lockers to come and express themselves. Talk about what happened, talk about how it went down, and talk about what you gonna do or what you did. You feel me? This is Cool Boys Pop Locking channel. Let's have some pop lock talk, y'all. Talk your shit. Booyah!
On the dance floor, I like the
Booyah! What's pop locking, y'all? Big Cool Boy. New music by the homie Young Hot. I'm in this one too. And my Mustang, you see me? We stain banging. Hold on, let me see if y'all can get a good shot. Let's see if y'all see my ass. We gotta see Cool Boy first. This is a cold ass video right here, y'all. Look it up. It's called Daytona. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh! Oh shit, I done messed up. Hey y'all, this is a cold video right here. It's called Daytonas by the homie Young Hot. Pull him up. Pull him up. Hey, on Pop Lock Talk today. Man, I got a good one for you today. We finna talk some cool Pop Lock history right now. We got Sweepy on the show, y'all. I'm gonna bring him in right now. There you go. There you go. I got Sweepy on the show. I got Sweepy on Pop Lock Talk, y'all. Oh shit, I see you. Oh shit. Oh shit. You got your blue rag shirt on, homie. You got your blue rag shirt on.
I'm from the East Coast, man, trying to match it up.
It's my homie Young Hot. It's called Daytonas. Daytonas. That's enough of that. Sweet Pea.
What's up?
Man, welcome to Pop Lock Talk, homie.
Thanks for having me, Jay.
This is the show where I sit down with all the legends, all the cats that's still hot in the game. Pop Lock Talk is our industry for us, homie. We got our own industry now. You know what I'm saying? And gotta have you on the show, man. Gotta have you on here. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
We gotta chop it up. Do me a favor, man.
What's up?
Represent where you from, what style you claim, and your name, all that. Identify yourself, homie. Booyah.
Man, I'm Sweepy, a.k.a. Sweepy Street Sweeper, born in the Bronx. Lived all over the world, and I spent a lot of my lifetime in Los Angeles. I pop and boogaloo and Sweepy style, man. I just mix it all up, man. I appreciate all styles of dance and popping and stuff, and I incorporate, like all of that into what I do.
That's dope, homie. So, what year did you start getting down, man?
Like the early 80s is when I learned what I saw, because I'm originally from New York, but my family moved me down south, when I was younger. So like North Carolina, all throughout the South. And I saw a lot of the dancing, a lot of the way a lot of America did, like from movies and TV shows or commercials and stuff. And then when I would go back to New York to visit my grandmother, I saw, I would see street performers. So it was like the 80s, man, like early 80s. I was a young kid. I first saw it,
So you first saw it in the 80s, but you first saw it in New York, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, I saw what I didn't know at the time, seeing like, I would see Electric Boogaloos, different in pop lock, different poppers from LA and stuff, on different TV shows. And I would see that. I would see, of course, the movies that everybody else saw, Beat Street Break and all those movies and stuff. And then that's what inspired me,
I got an interesting question to ask you. So when you left from New York, were you already doing the dance?
When I left, when I was younger?
Yeah, and then you went down south. Was you already getting down?
No, I saw it down. Actually, I saw it down south first.
Really?
I lived with my uncle.
So you saw it down south in the early 80s?
Yeah.
So they was getting down south in the early 80s?
And they were calling it popping. In New York, they were calling it electric boogie. Mm-hmm. And down south, they were calling it popping. And the reason why is because a lot of the, down south people, they had relatives from California, and some have relatives from New York. They would all come down south, and that's the popping was coming from the West Coast. Like, I guess someone, a cousin or somebody,
That makes sense.
And it was real big over there. And that's where, and then the Samoan dudes taught me, the first thing they taught me was a wave, a regular arm wave, and ticking with it. That was the first thing I learned.
That was the first thing you know? Okay, you say Samoan dudes. Where were you when these Samoan dudes taught you?
That was in Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Okay, so at some point, man, you went to New York. You went down south, went back to New York. You was bouncing back and forth. But at some point, man, you made your way to L.A., to Cali.
Right. So, long story short, when I was younger, I got really into popping and breaking. I used to do both. I actually learned I was breaking first, trying to break, and then I got into popping. And then the popping took over. Electric boogie style.
Okay.
It was more tricks and moves back then.
Okay.
And then, then it played out. It went through a stage where it played out, late 80s, whatnot. And then I stopped for a long time. And then I ended up in Hawaii. This is a long story. I ended up in Hawaii, met my wife. I was just rapping and working a regular job. And then Rocksteady crew came back in the 90s. They came back, in the dance scene again, and they came to Hawaii. And I went to a club. Anyway, I went to a club with my wife. She was pregnant with my son, and I ended up meeting. I guess when they came to Hawaii, they created Rocksteady, a Rocksteady crew chapter there.
Okay.
And they left. And then I ended up hooking up with them, and I got down with Rocksteady through that.
So you was breaking in, though?
No, popping. I was representing popping. Then I had to battle Wiggles to get in, to officially get into to get into Rocksteady.
And this is in the 80s?
No, this was 90s.
90s.
I kind of skipped the 80s.
Okay, my bad. You did say that. Right.
Trying to get to where we are, like how I ended up in Cali,
Hey, so tell me about that battle, man. How did that go down?
Oh, man. Wiggles smashed me, but I mean, I was like you know, although I was from New York, but I was kind of like a hometown favorite over there, you know, because I just started getting back into it again when I realized that Rocksteady was back, you know, was coming back, you know, the dance scene in the '90s, and so I just yeah, that old Wiggles. I remember we went to this like this club. They let us go in this club and practice. Before that event, I was telling them, take it easy on me, man. Don't hit me with
Yeah.
the backslide, the knee backslide. I was telling them, you know,
Like,
and we became cool, you know. And then he actually taught me because I was in the like on the side practicing, and I used to pop like that with my shoulders because nobody really taught me how. I just kind of would try to see and emulate, right?
yeah.
So I used to have a mean shoulder pop. And I
Yeah.
used to give myself a headache, and I thought I was hitting hard.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he was like, "Hey, brother, you know, that's not how he showed me the correct way, you know, of hitting and stuff." So I always have thanks
So
for
Mr.
that.
Wiggles is a cool dude, man. Let's give him a shout out, man. You know,
For sure, man.
because
He's the one that put me on, bro.
oh, Mr. Wiggs did.
Yeah, pretty much. He put me on, man. He put me on. I mean, I did a lot of work, but he definitely helped, you know, open some doors for
Right
me.
on.
So anyway, you know, he put me on a popping, and then, you know, we battled. That was on a VHS tape, man. He hit me with the knee moonwalk hit, with everything. But I was coming at him with all the electric boogie miming moves and tricks. That's all I had. There was no boogaloo in my vocabulary at that point at all. Just tricks, glides, floats, you know, character, a lot of character stuff, you know. So yeah, it was a classic battle, man.
And that was in the 90s, right?
Yeah, it was '90s.
Okay, so you and Mr. Wiggles been cool ever since then, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, that got me into Rocksteady. Well, probationary Rocksteady.
Mm-hmm.
And then they left. They went back, and Flowmaster was with them, and he stayed back, and he stayed at my house. He loved Hawaii, so he stayed back, and he was in my ears like, yo, you know, you got to come, because they were doing a show called Ghetto Original back then, like a off-Broadway show. It was like breaking, b-boying, popping, rapping, graffiti, a real hip-hop show. And he was part of that. So he was like, man, you got to come to New York. You know, you can get part of that and blah, blah, blah. You know, he's in my ear. And then Wiggles called me, and he had a gig, I guess, in Italy that he couldn't do with a what do you call it, a ballet company. And he asked me if I wanted to do it. And I was like, yeah, it was like for a month. And it was like the first time I ever left the country, you know, got paid for dancing.
Great experience. Yeah.
That was like my first ever like job, you know, like, and so he put me right in there. And then from there, we packed my stuff up, you know, after I did that Italy thing, and we moved to New York, went back to New York.
Man, Mr. Wiggles sound like a dope dude, man. He helped you out with your skill level, and he pretty much showed you love to a good dance connection.
Yeah. He put me on, and he put me...
Gave you a gig.
know, and then I went to that Rocksteady anniversary that summer, and, like, I really made sure to, like, try to make my name, you know? And they had the big old video cameras back then, I remember. And, man, I was just going in every circle. I was just trying to make a name. And those tapes, man, floated around through Europe. This is before the YouTube era, you know, of course.
Right.
It was VHS tapes. And those tapes were floating around. So my name was getting around, you know, like, for that type of stuff. And then, you know, Wiggles, you know, I would always, like, teach me, you know, teach me everything you knew. Like, I always kind of followed his lead. Like he had a video out, like a video, Mr. Wiggles video,
Yeah.
a VHS he put out. I did one, you know, and he gave me the blessings, you know. I made one, I made mine.
Are you talking about an instructional tape or?
No, it was like just like a tape of all like all the clips that you could probably see on YouTube now, but
Yeah.
back then there wasn't access, so we'd
Yeah.
have tapes, just different clips of shows, of
Yeah.
get downs, and all kind of stuff.
So is it safe to say that you're like an understudy of Mr. Wiggles?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And so you know what? You said something interesting, man, that you brought to my attention. Because in the 90s, the dance was already kind of like really fading away. But it was really still cracking in Hawaii during the 90s.
It started getting popping again. And, you know, and Rocksteady had a lot to do with it. You know, when they came back, they started, you know, breathing life into people. And then, you know, from there, of course, Wiggles bringing the Electric Boogaloos out started kind of bringing the popping kind of, you know, back into people's eyes again, you know?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, so it started with Wiggles, man.
Let me ask you this. What song do you recall first starting to get down to?
Like when I first started?
Yeah, what was you busting to?
Planet Rock, man.
Planet Rock?
Yeah, it's Planet Rock.
That's like one of the ultimate original pop locking songs right there. I mean, Planet Rock. Yeah. That's probably a lot of people's first songs to start busting to.
Pac Jam,
Yeah.
Planet Rock. I used to all the Jam on it. I used to love all those
All the electric songs, yeah. See, mine was the funk era. Mine was the funk.
Yeah.
How old are you, Sweet Pea?
I'm 53.
53, okay. Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, check this out. What goes through your mind, man? Because a lot of people be wanting to know what's on a poppy's mind when we getting down. What be on your mind when you out there busting on me?
And I don't know. When I catch those bejesuses, you know, when I kind of black out, nothing. I don't know. I just black out, you know. When I catch that moment, you know, they don't happen all the time, but you know, when you get those moments, other than that, when I'm getting down, I'm probably thinking about life, you know, like things going on in my life. It's kind of crazy because, yeah, I'd be thinking about just things. It could be like good things or bad things that happened that day, and I'm kind of getting it out of my system.
Oh, it gives you that aggression.
Yeah.
Or motivation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty much. I mean, other than that, I kind of zone out, man. I just try to zone out on the music and zero in on the music.
On the music,
stuff, you know.
And you follow the melody and the beat.
Yeah. You know, I do music, so I try to be an instrument in there, you know, like kind of play around with it and stuff.
Let me ask you this, man. If you had to go battle around the world, right? You have to go battling around the world. Name 5 cats that you would take with you. Which 5 would you take with you to go do this battle?
Damn.
Be careful now. Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt if you leave them out. Oh, you wouldn't take me, Sweet Pea, dog? Oh, you on this fucked up. All right, it's like that on me. It's like that.
Because right now I can't even think of people. I mean, I would say off the rip right now, my son.
Ooh.
Armani. He's on fire right now.
Okay.
I'll take Frank Boogie with me.
Ooh.
That's that's my brother.
Boogie Frank? Frank?
Frank Boogie from Canada.
Frank Boogie. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Dang, man, you make tough questions.
Frank Boogie, your son, Imani. Okay, come on. You going to battle for, you going to represent USA now.
Anybody.
I don't care who you grab.
Man.
Even if you don't personally know him, even if you have to call him up through Instagram or something and get in touch with him, who would you call?
I would call the Boogaloos, man. I always wanted to be a Boogaloo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've always, that's like every...
So who, Poppin' Pete?
Huh?
You call...
Poppin' Pete, the Pop.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's what you said that'd be fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can ride the coattail now.
Hey, speaking of fun, man, do you remember, I don't know what we call it, if it was a showcase, a battle, man. Back in the day, you had your son, and I had mine, and we were at we was at the Homeland.
Yeah.
What was on your mind that day, man?
Man, I can't even call it, bro. Probably. There's no telling what was on my mind back then, man.
You know who was so pumped up and excited about that? And you know what, man? We got to show him some love. Rest in Wave-O-Matic.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I mention somebody's name that passed away, man, I give them 5 seconds of Pop Lock love. We bow our heads on him. Man, Pop Lock love the Wave-O-Matic, man. He was all excited about that little get down, man. I remember it being like 2007. How old is Amani now?
29.
29. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think little Cool Boy is like about 27 now, 26 or 27.
Grown ass man.
Hey, so back then, man, they were like 9, 10 years, maybe a little younger, about 9, yeah. Maybe mine was probably around 11, huh?
Nah, I think he was around, well, I don't know, because I know he was getting it at 9. He's probably around there.
They was some little dudes back then, man. That was fun.
Yeah, man. They're a family affair.
Hey, name a rapper that you can picture pop locking. Name a rapper that you can picture getting down. He may not get down, but who would look dope to you bussing?
Snoop Dogg.
Who? Snoop? Snoop, you hear that? And Snoop watching this, I don't know if he be watching Pop Lock Talk or not. He probably do. Hey, Snoop think he cold too. He be busting. When I see him, he don't even speak to me when I see him. When I see Snoop, he just going to his shit. And you know what, man? I take that as the biggest compliment because that's acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
We start having like this little friendly, we be backstage and we start having like this little friendly battle going down and shit backstage, man.
Yeah. I can see him pop for sure.
As of today, Sweet Pea, as of today, man, what's one of your best jams to get down to?
Damn. I mean, it always comes back to the old, some old school funk, man, like some George Clinton or something, or like some Prince or something, you know.
That's interesting you say that, man, because I'm the same way. But a lot of OGs, man, you know, they get tired because we've been dancing to the old school songs for so long to get tired. Like one person, rest in peace to my big homie, One Armed Bandit, but he got tired of the same old school funk songs, man. And he started liking them songs that boom, yeah, almost like the Slick Dog beats. Boom, yeah, dum, dum, yeah, dum. He liked them kind of beats, man. He just got tired of the same Knee Deep and Flashlight and More Bounce to the Ounce. And you know what? Let's show him, man, 5 seconds of some Pop Lock love, man. One. Pop Lock love to my big homie, One Armed Bandit, man, to the fullest. We miss you, homie. Sweet Pea, I noticed, man, I've seen you back in the day a lot, homie. I watched you battle and battle and battle. But is there anyone today that you never got to get your hands on that you would still want to battle?
Man, not
Man, go ahead and say
know,
cool boy, because we can line it up. We can get it. Go ahead and say cool boy, homie.
This guy. Nah, man. To be honest, I'm not like really, the battle thing is a different thing for me, man. Like it represents a different era for me. Like battling for me, it's not really like the battles, these contests and stuff like that. Or, it's like it happens out of like, aggressive, behavior, maybe not this, not liking the person or the person not liking me or whatever, to me, that's like a real battle. That's like, because it's almost like a fight, it's like, but like the handshake, okay, let's just go some rounds and stuff, doesn't really bring the beast out of me.
Right. I feel you.
And I don't have any kind of animosity towards anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty at a peaceful place in my life.
That's what's up.
But like as for being scared to battle anybody, nah, I'll battle anybody. You know what I mean? But
okay,
it's not.
Let me ask you this: who was one of your toughest battles?
Let me see. I haven't really had a real battle in a while. I mean, other than those, the contests, the competitions and stuff. And those ain't real battles, they're...
So you're not even counting those?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and to be honest, and even counting those, all those guys are tough, bro. Like all those kids, those young guys that I've gone against, the Nasses, all those, the younger dudes, they all tough, man. They, they're not easy walks in the park, but it also brings out something out of me. It pushes me even more to do something, try to push myself, so in that sense it's a good, they've all gave me some hard robs, you know what I'm saying? Like I work hard for mine.
Let me ask you a question, man. Do you have a signature move? Meaning to the point where if you saw somebody do it, you'd be like, hold up, homie, that's my shit. That's my shit. Do you have a signature move like that?
I mean, I think just my whole style is kind of like its own different signature, because
you're very unique. You're very unique, man. Go ahead.
I mean, if you had to zero it down to a move, but I can't necessarily say that was mine because I don't know if that was mine, because you never know what someone else is doing on the other side of the world.
It don't matter. I mean? If you created it and you didn't see nobody else do it, then it's yours in your head.
I guess so, yeah. Somebody can say, hey, that was my move. But the street sweeper, man, they call it that.
The street sweeper. How did that go? Let me see that, Sweepy.
I can't do it, man. It's when I go on the floor.
Okay.
And it's like I'm doing the backslide, but I'm doing it on the floor.
Or laying down.
Laying down, yeah. I'm on the ground,
and you going. Like you on your back?
On my side.
On your side. Now, are you wiggling?
No, I'm actually doing just like the motion of a backslide, and I'm.
Oh, but you're like still moving. Oh, yeah. I ain't never seen you do that.
You see that? I did that in the Wyclef Staying Alive video. Staying Alive.
Yeah.
Video.
Yeah.
Wyclef. That's where I showcased it.
In the Wyclef video, Staying Alive.
Yeah, I did it on there.
She's on the microphone. Say what? You can't stop the shining. Rock steady. You can't stop the shining. Come on. You can't stop romancing.
It's funny how that came about, that move, because I was in Rocksteady and I was going to these jams, Crazy Legs would throw these jams, and there was this B-boy, and he was like unique with his footwork, and he did something kind of like wavy or something on the ground, with his footwork, And I saw that, and I said, man, I need something like that. Like something, you know, kind of like that. And I remember in my head, picturing, you know, me like doing the moonwalk, backslide or whatever on the ground. And I was trying to figure out how that could happen. I remember visualizing it, and I never tried it. But I saw it in my head. And one time we was rehearsing for the Staying Alive video, and Mop Tops were all there, you know, because they were in the video with Rocksteady, and they were all talking. Everybody was talking, and, you know, and I was just kind of in my own little world. And I had a little short part in that video. I was only supposed to be doing the Top Rock scene, you know, where they fighting each other. And I said, you know what, let me try that move, you know. So I went to the ground, and I got there, and all of a sudden I just started doing it, bro. I figured it out, you know, felt the ground, and I kind of could see what I had visioned in my head. I was trying to imitate that. And it was working, man. It went, man, when I hit it,
yeah,
all the Mop Top dudes, everybody stopped.
Yeah.
Wyclef just so happened to walk in. He just so happened to walk in.
He said, I want that in the video.
Exactly, just like that. He said, I want that in the video. And I hit it, too. I went right across the floor. And that was the first time I ever did it. It worked. And he gave me a long-ass part for Hollywood music videos or any of that. It's a really long part on there, you know.
Did you tour and do shows with that dude?
Huh?
Did you tour or do any shows with Wyclef?
No, we didn't. Nah, we didn't. But he was super cool, man. We had a good relationship, you know, especially on the shoots and stuff. He was like one of the guys that playing jokes and stuff like that. But nah, we didn't go on tour. I worked with Missy Elliott too, and I didn't go on tour with her either. But
it happens. I've done some money shots is what they call it, some highlights, and some big stars videos, and they ain't take my ass no. Kendrick Lamar. I'm in Kendrick Lamar, the King Kuta, and he ain't took my ass nowhere either, man. He ain't took my ass nowhere.
They do those sometimes is they'll go get somebody cheaper.
Yeah. Hey,
Can you flip? Can you flip over the speaker? Okay, you coming. How about here's 150.
Yeah. Hey, tell me about your most recent performance, man.
Oh man, what's the last thing I did? It's not really a performance, but I was in China. You know, I've been going to China back and forth. I battle guest. And, you know, that was the last thing I did. I think it was, and then I did a rap, you know, performed my songs over there.
What?
Did a show over there, yeah.
You flow?
Yeah, I have some songs, you know.
Nah, man, I don't want to see that. I want to. Come on, we finna get out. We finna get out, Sweepy. Let me hear you bust. You gotta kick something. This is your interview. You gotta kick. Just give me a verse, a bar, or something. Come on, homie. Come on, boom,
Man,
boom,
I'm
boom.
more of like a writer type guy. I'm not I'm good at making songs and shit, but I'm
Okay,
not
I'm gonna
like
stall you out this time. All right, all right.
yeah. I'm not that guy that I used to be when I was younger. I've been out. Now, you know, I just gotta get in here and record some
Okay,
songs. You know, I'm pretty good at making music. You know, making
okay.
songs
I feel that. All right, all right. We'll stall you out today, man.
and stuff, and then they'll think I'm a whack, and they won't buy my records.
All right.
My music's banging though.
Okay. Okay. Where can they hear it at, man? Where can they find it?
Man, on the what's it called? At all the platforms, bro. On Spotify, you know, YouTube, Flashy, by
But what do
Sweepy.
they pull up? What they gotta? They
Just Flashy, Sweepy.
Sweepy. Okay.
There's no, because there's probably a lot of Flashies. There might be a lot of Sweepies. I don't know. But Sweepy and Flashy, put that together, they'll find it on the
Yeah.
like Spotify and all the platforms and stuff.
Yeah. So, man, with Mr. Wiggles having a big impact on your dance life, right? You would say that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Aside from your son, who would you say that you have a big impact on?
Uh, Shoot. I mean, I guess some of the people, you know, across the seas, you know what I mean, overseas. I have some, you know, people that really love what I do. You know,
Come on, give
China.
me somebody's name, man. You don't have a protege or nothing?
Nah, I have a few, man. I mean, let me see. Who I have out there? I mean, people that I've influenced, I guess, in some type of way. Nas Lee, E Free. There's you know, my boy Ye and Wuhan. There's a bunch of them, man. There's a, you know.
What about here
We
in
got
Cali?
in Cali. That I might influence. I mean, I might have influenced Kid Boogie once upon a time.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what it is. I'm realizing you're a humble dude.
Oh wow.
You don't because Kid Boogie is something to brag about, man. He's a big timer.
Yeah. That's my little bro, man. And he was been one of the people I would have brought with me too in that battle you was talking about.
There you go. There you go. Now
Yeah,
we're
I can't
talking.
forget
Now
my
you're
big
talking.
little.
Let me ask you this, man. What advice would you give an aspiring dancer?
Let me see. As far as what, in the dance or like the business of the dance
Well,
or
that would be your choice. What words
right.
what inspiration would you tell them?
Don't be scared to be different. That's my whole thing, I think.
I
You
like
know, it's
that, and I can see that coming from you due to the fact that you're very different. You're very different, and another cat from a crew called the Funny Bones crew named Warlock.
yeah. I know
Have
more
you
about
guys have a very unique and your own style of getting down? Yeah,
thank you.
and I can see that being genuine coming from you, telling a youngster that. I can see that, man.
Yeah. And, trust your instincts, trust yourself,
Mm-hmm.
people won't, not everybody's going to understand what you do. But then you're going to have those ones, the real ones that do understand it and love it.
Ooh.
I'm more of a mom and pops versus being a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I may cater to only certain types of taste. But I'm okay with that, you know. It used to kind of not bother me, but kind of like, you know, because people would always say I was different. They never seen, you know, or they used to say Sweepy style. And at first, I didn't know whether to take offense to that because, you know, I want to be like every other pop, you know what I mean? And I didn't know if that was like or, you know, they would say, oh, you're so funky. You're so funky. But, I didn't know if that was just a way to say it's cool, you know? But then I kind of, you know, turned around and was like, you know what? I would take that as a confidence.
That's
you
right.
know, because those are good traits, I would think, you know, to be different and be unique and yeah, that I think that goes with the advice, man. It's just,
man,
you know,
what has this lifestyle done for you, man?
Me? Oh man, it's brought me to being 53 years old, still alive, and
Hey, man, speak on it, homie. You know, a lot of people don't understand that, homie. A lot of people don't understand how deep and how serious this is to us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing with, this is for real for us, homie. I've had people say, man, they still dancing. They still doing that. Yeah, we still doing this dance. So what if you ain't feeling it, that's your business. I'm still alive because of this dance.
Yeah.
I give a damn how you feel. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Man.
Yeah, man.
What would you say was your biggest accomplishment?
Oh man, I've had a few, man. I mean,
that made you feel good. You know, one of those things that be like, okay, I did that. I feel good that I did that. I accomplished this. I did that. You know, for me, man, going to every state in the country was a big deal to me. Maybe to the next person that ain't shit. But to me, to hit every state in the country, some people don't even leave out of California, man. You know, they die before they go anywhere. Or the furthest they may go is to Vegas, you know.
right.
But for you, what made you feel good, man? What was a great accomplishment that made yourself proud?
I mean, I've had a few of those moments. You know,
Come on, share one with me.
like did a movie, you know, of Disney.
What's the name of the movie?
Pirates of the Caribbean Part 2.
No shit, you was in there?
Yeah, I'm the witch doctor with you know, when they're gonna eat, what's his name, Johnny Depp, the cannibals.
Is that
like
right?
The cannibal witch doctor
So-
with the scarecrow, not the scarecrow, skeleton.
So was you in there dancing? What was you doing?
Yeah, like a witch, like more wild, you know, like a witch doctor-ish type dance. Yeah. I mean, it was using, I wasn't popping, but I was kind of using the movements.
Right. No, I feel you.
You know, like
You
in
still
an
use the
acting
skill
type
of the
way.
dance. You use the skill of the dance to do it. So see, this is why I like Pop Lock Talk right here, Sweet Pea, because a lot of people are going to go back and look at that and not know it was even you. Now they're going to know it's you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you was
I'll
in
tell you,
you were in a costume, right?
I was painted, bro. They painted me all black, and then they put a real skull face on me, a skull, and they painted the bones on me, so it looks like, you know, I'm a skeleton.
That's dope.
Dancing around. A little funny back thing on that.
Now, what year was this?
Oh man, what year did the Pirates came out? I'm terrible, bro, with dates. 2000. Oh my God, 10. I don't know. No, maybe I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But rewind a little bit, just how I got that job.
Tell me.
I did. You know, I had moved to LA. and I was doing like little temporary work, like and I would work at the Warner Brothers, wiping tables, whatever it was, and then I would do the auditions and stuff, and basically sleeping on my homeboy's couch, when I first got there, and then my agent, I was booking stuff. I was hit, I was kind of hot, and the agent called me up and they says, look, they want to do this music video for this band. I forgot what it was called. Born Slow, I think. I forgot the name of the group though. Space Monkey. I forgot. Anyway, they said, and they want you to shave yourself bald and paint you green. and I was like, nope. That was the first thing that came out of my mouth. I was like, nope. And they was like, no, this is a great opportunity. And I said, no. And I kept telling them no. I hung up on them. They called me back. They kept bugging me. And they finally, and I was just thinking that the homies was going to clown me. They see me in this video all bald, looking green, So I was like, huh?
No, I'm just laughing. Look at Sweepy. I'm just picturing that shit. You know how the homies get. Yeah.
Then finally, they were saying, oh, this guy's a famous director, Gore Verbinski. He did the Budweiser commercial. The Bud with the frogs.
Yeah.
And he did The Ring, that movie, the horror movie, The Ring. He did all these. They were throwing all these names at me. I still, man, I'm good. Finally, I talked to my homeboy. I was like, yo, should I do this? And he was like, hell yeah,
do it.
I went for
it.
I went for it. Anyway, there's a long story to that, but I basically killed it.
That's dope.
I saved the money on CGI because it was like an alien, like I was an alien. The reason why they painted me green was they turned me into a green screen. So they put the surges through me, kind of like how The Ring was,
Yeah.
It was the same effects people from that movie. And so I was like an alien landing on Earth, So they had me like on a treadmill walking, and then they had like the city. So I'm like going through the city. It's a crazy effect, like had me walking on a treadmill. It looked like the sidewalk was moving kind of crazy. So I was doing all these animated walks and stuff. So it looked crazy in the music video. So I killed the video, and a year later, I forget about it, right? And I didn't want to do it because the agent kept saying, oh, this is a good opportunity to get with this director. It could lead to other things. I'm
right.
Like, yeah. And it did. A year later, I auditioned for some other thing, and I needed money. I remember it was a time I was like, man, I got to pay rent. I need, I was hoping to get this job, and I was waiting for a call back, and I never got a call back from them. Then I just got this phone that my wife got me, and all of a sudden this unknown number pops up, and it was Gore Verbinski himself.
Oh,
the director.
Dope.
He said, Sweepy, this is Gore Verbinski, blah blah blah. I'm in Dominica. I'm shooting Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney's Pirate right now, and we need a witch doctor because I have these cannibals and none of them can dance and all this stuff.
Oh man, that's dope.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna write you into the movie, into the script, and I'll send you a script and blah blah blah.
At that moment right there, how did you feel, homie? At that moment.
Oh, I felt like I was about to pay the rent. I was about to pay next rent. I was about to bro, I was ecstatic. I gave thanks to God.
Right.
Always, prayed about stuff like that. And that was big, man. He sent me the script, and he's like, "Can you do it?" I was like, "Yeah." I didn't know what I could do or couldn't do. I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah."
Yeah.
Get over there. Man, he flies me first class.
Dope.
That was the first time I've experienced any of that kind of stuff. Limousine to pick me up.
Oh man, they looked out.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. We'd go to this little island, And when I get there, I see him. He's talking with Johnny Depp, and he's all in the pirate
Wow.
outfit, like between shots or
Yeah.
something. They brought me right on the set and everything. It was cool. He was so happy to see me. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna be perfect." And they gave me the track what I was gonna be dancing to. Like it was drums, you know, like tribal drums. Well, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I didn't know what I was gonna do.
You just knew you was gonna figure it out, though, huh?
Yeah.
You want that bag?
Yeah. Man, they put the makeup on me and everything, and then they took like maybe a week coming up with my costume, you know, my makeup and stuff, and then they finally busted me out when it was time to shoot. And I just came out there, man. I see all these people. They look like cannibals, bro. It looks real, like National Geographic. Like, man, Disney's no joke. And so all of a sudden it's like, all right, action. The drum starts, and then all of a sudden I just jump out there, and he's like, action. And bro, I just started popping. I started doing tuts and waving and did the moonwalk. And
just went to work, huh?
They said, cut. They cut. And I was like, I didn't know. I just did the first thing I could think of. And I'm doing waving and tutting. Bro, all of a sudden the Gordon Benson comes up to me. He's all red, man. And look, the eyes are watered. They were dying laughing, bro. He says, Sweepy, can you do something not so contemporary? Bro, I totally forgot. Like, you know, I'm dressed up like, you know, like a cannibal.
Yeah.
You know, they wasn't doing tuts and waving.
Right.
So it must have looked like a comedy to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And so, bro, I didn't know what to do.
Okay, but you got it together, right?
So then, bro, I you know, not to sound religious, or, you know, I'm not trying, but I prayed about it. I really
That's
did.
what's up.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
And I prayed about it, bro. And they hit that music again. I just let loose, man. I started doing like ground moves, traveling, like, you know, more kind of aggressive. Not, I don't say crumping, but kind of like popping and, you know, mixed more of a tribal style of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it worked. He said, "That's perfect." He loved it. Then
Great story.
He put me on the bonus clip at the end. You know, when after the credits, he told me, he said that I could do the contemporary stuff for that.
Okay.
You know, for the bonus. So at the end, they showed me doing like a.
Then you can do all your stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I do a little something there.
That makes sense. Okay. Hey man, you know, I got something interesting to ask you, because not everybody gets to have the experience that you have. And what I mean by that is you witnessed the dance scene in the South, East Coast, and the West. Tell me the difference of the culture when it comes to the dance between all three of them. Describe Cali, describe the West, describe versus the East versus the South. Is there anything different in the ciphers? Is there anything different the way they move? Is there anything different from everything? The lingo, the talk, the way they battle? Break that down for me.
I mean, the difference. I mean, I think. First off, the difference is, you know, New York, you know, had like the electric boogie style. You know, it's like, you know, the faster music was a lot of the electro funk stuff.
That's because also they were going hard with the breakdancing, because you was part of the breakdancing scene too, right?
Right.
Okay.
So it was like more up-tempo stuff. And then, you know, down south was kind of the same. You know,
Now, did you see them breaking? Was they breaking in down south?
Yeah, they were breaking and popping and everything. But to be honest with you, like my journey was leading me to, because of the dance that I fell in love with, you know, popping, and then it was my journey, you know, that through all that traveling led me to go to California, because that's, you know, this is something I love. Like, you know what I mean? If I was in love, you know, if I was a full-fledged b-boy, I mean, wherever I was, my mecca that I would want to go to would be the Bronx, New York, right? And me knowing, being educated on this dance, knowing that this dance comes from the West Coast, I'm doing a West Coast dance, whether I'm doing electric boogie or down south popping or whatever. I'm doing they were trying to imitate what the West Coast created, you know? So I always give homage to the West Coast when it comes to popping and boogalooing and all that, you know, because that's the home of it. And that was my final journey, you know, that destination that I need to be there. And I lived in LA for 10 years, you know, like I lived out there. And, you know, I got taken in by the locals, you know what I'm saying? So, and that became my home. And even my clothes, you know, that my homies put me on the Dickies and all, you know.
So what year did you finally move to Cali?
Around 9/11.
Oh, okay.
Like we just left New York. When 9/11 happened, I was in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had moved to LA around that time.
Okay, right on. So what do you claim, man? Because you haven't been to Hawaii, you've been in the South, you haven't been in the East Coast. What do you claim, man?
Man, I'll rock a Yankee hat. I'll rock a LA hat, bro. I got some fresh LA hats.
You everything. You East Coast and West Coast, huh?
Yeah. I wear the blue and the red.
You a blood and a crip, huh? That's what's up, Sweepy. I ain't mad at you, man. Hey, you got some great history. You most definitely play a big part in this dance nature, man, and that's why I wanted to have you on this show. And I appreciate you sharing everything with me. Yeah. But hey, man, I want to have some fun with you, homie. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can't tap out, man, or I'm going to call you a cupcake. You got to answer the questions.
Oh, man, I might have to be a cupcake.
Sweepy, that ain't supposed to be okay. You ain't supposed to be okay with that, man. Hey.
I know deep down I ain't no cupcake.
I heard that, homie.
Feel it.
That's what's up. Okay. Basketball or football?
Bro, I'm not a sport. I ain't a good sport.
You don't play? You don't play sports? You didn't play sports?
I did as a kid, bro, but I played baseball, I played football, I played all of them. But I was out there when I was supposed to be outfield catching. I was out there dancing and the balls were flying. My mom used to complain. She was like, I kind of watch you baseball. You over there out there doing the moonwalk.
Yeah. Man, so you said football, so we're going to go with football then.
No, we'll go with basketball.
Really?
Yeah, go with basketball. I can kind of follow it. I kind of understand it. Football kind of is like too much to see going on at one time. You got a guy sneaking around and they're all... It's too much for me to focus.
Wait a minute, homie. Did you say you got a guy sneaking around?
Yeah, the guy done run down the field. He had the ball the whole time, and he don't even have the ball.
Yeah.
The other guy, they tackled him over there. I didn't even see that happen.
You got me rolling on that one, man. Okay. Hey.
I like boxing and MMA stuff. Like
okay,
that.
Okay. You like to fight. Yeah. Okay. So, Cheech and Chong or Ice Cube and Chris Tucker?
I'm an OG, man. I gotta go with the Cheech and Chong. I
Oh.
grew up off of.
That's a cold one right there. I just saw one of them. Which one is the shorter one? Cheech. Because I was in Arizona about a month ago, man. That's where you at, right? Yeah, I was out there with Decoy, man, and Cheech was up there at our event where we were at. But okay. Cheech and Chong. Lowrider or Lambo?
A lowrider. I always wanted one.
Okay. That's what's up. Lowrider for life. I got a few of them, homie.
Yeah.
DJ Quick or E40?
Quick.
Quick. Okay. Okay. Breaking.
40's nice too.
Break, but you already said quick. You already said quick, homie. Breaking or Beat Street?
Damn, that's a tough one, you know, because the crew that I ended up being part of was, you know, in B Street. But the people that I ended up learning from and being my big brothers are in Breaking, so that's a tough one, man.
Okay, but which one is the better movie?
Oh, a better movie. They're both B movies, but let me see. Damn, that's a tough one, bro. You caught me because sometimes I want to watch Beach Street, or sometimes I'll see Break It. I'm like, oh man, I gotta watch Break It, you know, because it brings up, it sparks different memories, you know. Breaking, I would say Breaking because of the popping and stuff in there. That really took
that
over
movie.
my life.
I'm not a fan of that movie, of the storyline to that movie, but that movie has what I would say two of the most classic scenes in the history of the dance, man. And the one scene, of course, is when Shrimp has the broom, right, outside in front of the liquor store, and when Taco is calling out Shabba-Doo, when they have Venice Beach, and he does that, yeah. When he's, them two scenes right there, number one to me.
Yeah, you know what? I'll probably just go with Breaking because it had such an impact on my life.
Okay.
After that, I was trying to be like Shrimp. You know, I remember being in school, imitating him, trying to imitate him.
He was a character.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez or Ariana Grande?
I don't know either the Gomez or the Grandes, man.
Man, you are killing me, homie. You are killing me.
You asking a dude that got white hairs in his beard about Selena Gomez and what's the other one?
Ariana Grande. They both singers, man. You know, Selena's old school. I would think you would go with Selena. I'm going to choose for you. You going to go with Selena.
Selena. I like Selena. J-Lo play her?
Yeah. Okay. Funk or rap?
Yeah, that's another tough one. I like both. I'll say funk, man.
Funk?
Rap gets old after a while.
Okay. Test the water or just dive in it?
Touch the water.
You got to check it out first, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey, there's no lava.
Woo!
I don't know what's in that water.
Get in there, might not get out. Shit.
Yeah.
Tennis shoes or dress shoes?
Tennis shoes.
What, some Jordans?
Man, it could be Jordans, it could be Nikes, it could be Adidas, it could be any of them. But sneakers.
Sweepy, Sweepy, would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the richest?
Smartest.
Ooh.
Because if I'm that damn smart, I know how to get those
You know how to
riches.
get that money. Okay.
I know
Okay.
how to get the riches run out.
Be able to see the future or change the past.
See the future.
See the future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Past is the past.
Lose a fight to a midget or lose your swimming trunks in the community swimming pool on a hot summer day when everybody out there. You just completely lose your shorts. Lose a fight to a little motherfucking midget. He put them hands on your ass. Or you lose your shit. Lose your shit in the swimming pool.
Get beat up by a Costco rotisserie chicken. Everything.
Come on, pick one, Sweet Pete. You got to play the game right. And I'm going to tell everybody out there, Sweet Pete don't want to play the game right, y'all.
Hey, man, I'll take the whooping from the midget. It got to be Bushwick Bill, though.
That ain't going to look right, homie. How tall are you?
With the second punch. You got to jump up with the second punch.
Yeah. Hey, Sweet Pea, man, I appreciate your time and consideration, man. You provided some good, Pop Lock Talk, man, is for people to have this is like our encyclopedia. It's like our Google. So if someone wants to know some information about you, well, they get to know it now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
A lot of people probably don't know that you're like an understudy of Mr. Wiggles. So you provided great information, man. And knowing that you've been in the South getting down, knowing that you've been on the East Coast getting down, you was in Hawaii, and just your history of where you started and how you came to Cali. It's a beautiful story, man, and I appreciate your time and consideration, homie.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey.
Same respect to you too, brother.
Hey, before you leave, man, you got to catch my wave and throw it back. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
Boom! Oh! He didn't even use his arms until the end. Oh! All right, man. Pop Lock love to you.
One love,
Yeah,
brother.
what's Pop Locking, y'all? If you have not subscribed to Cool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy, man, push that button. Come on, push that button and subscribe. That way we may be able to send you an email and bring you on our show, Pop Lock Talk. This show, man, is, to let everybody know that, you got the rap industry, you got the hip-hop industry, you got the acting industry. Well, there's a such thing now as the Pop Lock industry. And this is where we talk about it right here. Cool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy. Booyah!